So hey guys, this is the tutorial for bolt carrier uh, as I was requested. So let's start. Here you see the things you're gonna need: paper, a pliers, strip of paper, scissors, pencils, and paper, something to spread the glue, and extractor knife and tape. So. What you need to start is to make the bolt. Without that you can't do the bolt carrier, which is this piece here. And as as you make the bolt, you notice that this part here and this ring needs to be the same diameter. You need to have this the same diameter, and then you create a cylinder which is the diameter of the bolt. So if you wrap a paper around this, the bolt will fit inside. I used the steel rod and wrap some layers around, and it's just the right diameter. Then you simply make a cylinder around this. So this was a normal cylinder without any cuts, and you need to make sure it's gonna fit inside the buffer tube, because this is where the carrier will be moving. Then there's the hard part. You need to take your strip of paper and wrap it around like this. Mine is a bit short, but you should have it a little bit longer so it touches. And then you measure it, make the half, and then you can easily determine the halves of the cylinder. So as you can see, I have there marked the pencil up and down, and the same thing on the other side. Then you can make a straight line, you can see here, going all over the carrier, and the same thing on the bottom. So I started with this big hole down, which is for the hammer, and what you do is basically you take your hammer and you measure the widest area, so now the hammer can be freely inside. And then you look at the picture, measure the thing here. You need to put the cylinder inside again, like this. Now it doesn't fit really well because, well, it does. And you cut all the object out, and before you cut it you need to draw the line of it. So you use the center line and the strip of paper, and go like from the center line half centimeter there and half centimeter there, and you draw it and you cut it out with the knife. And that's basically the same for here. Okay, now this part here, it's as you can see, it's cut it. And what you do is you take your pencil, draw the shape, then you cut it like wood, like this. And I just continued until I was satisfied with the shape. There's really nothing to say about it. It's just you need to make the shape you see in the picture. And the last thing is this rotating guide, in which the bolt rotates. So what you do is take your bolt, measure the length from the hole to the head, So you first get the measurement when the bolt is closed, and then you let's say about this, and you make a line here, take it out, measure it, and then you use these measurements to make two holes, draw two holes, and then connect them, connect the cutting by the knife. Yeah, that's really it. Of course, after every cutting, you need this. You need to do this boring ritual, which is you use white glue all over the edges, spread it, let it dry for a minute, then take a super glue the edge, pour baking soda on it, and then sandpaper it, and you basically do it with every single edge of your cutting. The same thing here, sorry, on the edges. And you need to make it a little bit longer, the cylinder, so you can actually cut the cylinder in the right size. So that's everything about it, I suppose. Yeah, then you make the pin for the bolt, which is fitting inside right here. So as you can see, it rotates the bolt. Alright, so thanks for watching. I hope this wasn't too boring. I don't know, maybe I was sometime out of the camera. So yeah, I have two hands now. As you could notice, I had a tripod and some camera I found, but yeah, it's kinda difficult to be in the camera. So I have still no progress on the receiver because I kinda screw up, and I think I'll use a different method for the receiver than for this part. And what I will do is I'll basically make a mold out of cardboard and make the receiver around it. So stay tuned.